Welcome back to Tales from the Cosmic Well, an original D&D story created in real time by a bunch of weird musicians. My name is James. I'll be your dungeon master, and with me are Zach Wheeler.
Hello, Vivian French of French's Fauna, a legitimate business. I sell animals to people for profit. I'm a
Tom
druid
Polzine.
too, if you want to
And
know
for
that.
the love.
Sorry, I did. Tom Polzine.
Today I'll be playing the character of Clyde Wonderspice. He's a gnome ranger. He's a seller of spices, a weaver of poems, and just that's really all you need to know about Clyde for today. He's got some new spells. He's excited to show you.
And of course, our resident wizard, Mike T. Kerr.
Playing the literal wizard. The physical wizard. I'm so sorry.
The literal.
Literal and physical.
Yeah. In terms of like sort of space and time, he's here. He's with us. His name is Tassles. He's a half orc wizard. And he's a little mangy. He's also a little mavericky. He's ready to like throw down.
There's all kinds of magic, danger, and political intrigue in store, so let's get into it. Last week, our three heroes continued to scout ahead in the last leg of the caravan's journey. After a few serene hours walking through the Everwood, they came across an abandoned ox and cart. Clyde and Vivian used their magical abilities to speak with a rabbit and the ox, respectively, while Tassels milled about the cart. Most of the helpful information came from Carlton the ox, who told the boys that his owner had wandered strangely into the woods hours before. Didn't take them long to follow the trail. At its end, a singing dryad and a charmed farmer. While Tassels walked head-on into the strange camp, Vivian and Clyde attempted to sneak through the trees in a gambit to take the upper hand. Unfortunately, the dryad was able to figure it out, which escalated the situation to an altercation. Clyde's arrows, Vivian's fire, and Tassels' grease won the day against the woodland temptress and her small army of sprites, and the trio walked on, though not before Viv scolded the dazed farmer for abandoning Carlton. Without further trouble, they made it to the end of their map, only to find signs that the site of the new settlement to be was already inhabited. A quick, stealthy investigation yielded that a band of 20 or so mercenaries had already raided the caravan from Prudence, meant to meet the gang from Belnora here. A quick exchange between two men who seemed to be in charge suggests that while a small group would stay, the larger force would travel to attack the Belnora caravan on horseback. After the mercenaries split, a plan was put into action. A plan.
A loose plan.
The heroes would try to set a trap on top of a hill to quickly defeat the mercs in order to take their horses and make it in time to help the caravan fight back the horde. But will they make it in time?
I will say
Yes.
this. A loose plan is still a plan.
Sometimes when you plan too many things, there's just too many opportunities for it to fall apart.
Exactly.
A loose plan fits best, I think, sometimes.
I think that's what Ben Franklin said.
Somebody write
at some
that
point.
down. Somebody write that down.
A loose plan serves 9 or something to that effect. A
plan in hand is
It's worth 2 on a hill.
worth 2 behind the hill. We have so many different plans behind this hill.
All right, so let me set this up. So I know I've just done a lot of talking, but we're gonna cruise through this. Clyde has eased himself into position on the east side of the hill, and Vivian and Tassels have shouted to gain the attention of the 5 mercenaries in the summit below. Immediately, you guys see they spring to attention. Jensen, the half orc, who you know to kind of be in charge of this smaller contingent of troops, mutters something to the rest of the group. Does anyone want to try and roll a perception for me here?
Yeah, most certainly. Yeah. All right. Well, 13 is going to be for me.
The perception. Oh, it's our friend Wisdom. I got 11.
We'll give her a go here on Clyde's end.
Yeah.
And that is going to be a 17.
17. Okay, so you guys don't actually hear what he says. You just kind of hear like a mumble. And the next thing you know, you watch as 2 men wielding long swords make their way forward on either side of the hill, while an archer and a man who appears weaponless stay back by the small encampment. Let me just take you guys to what let's go ahead and bring you guys over here. You should kind of see what I'm talking about now. You see there are a couple guys with swords.
Oh yeah.
Dude with a bow. Dude who's just kind of standing back there. and then
And one of
Jensen
their
himself
dogs-
steps forward as well.
One of their dogs is squeaking a toy. That's actually that was planned.
That's Foley work. That's good.
Good
Foley
job,
work.
Walter.
Walter, you can't have this. We're putting this in a drawer, buddy. I'll take it out for you later.
That's cold.
So coming up on the right side of the hill, coming up on the left side of the hill, this gentleman here, and then Jensen is walking right up the middle.
I envisioned this completely differently, but that's
Jensen's
my fault.
So we're on a small hill.
You're on a small hill. You're
Oh.
looking down. You have a little bit of cover from the top of the slope. What do you guys do? These guys are walking towards you.
We wait for the grease plan.
Remind me of the grease plan.
Oh yeah. So no, yeah,
Okay,
we're in hiding right now. We're sort of hidden.
Well, yeah, I was the only
I'm
one
pretty
on
sure.
top of the hill, I believe.
Yeah, you were waving them in.
Yeah.
Because I was around, we were on the side of the hill, right?
And
Like we were
basically
kind of
we're
like
gonna
around
grease the
back,
hill.
weren't we?
We're gonna grease the hill. They're gonna fall prone, and
And then we just
and-
ambush the hell out.
yeah,
of
and
them.
you're gonna shoot them with your arrow. Basically,
Yeah.
is what's-
You guys can move yourself on this map. So if Mike, if you want
So
to put
this
Vivian where you
is-
feel
I'm
he
trying.
is.
I'm really
This is
trying.
slightly different than I had imagined it, but I think it still works. I think the
It's still
idea
gonna
is
work.
if one person is on the top of the hill, Tassles, Clyde, and Viv are kind of like hiding around the back of the hill, waiting for the high sign. And then we're going to pop
he's-
up over the top.
He's up on top because he was the one that was waving at them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They run
And-
up at him. He's going to grease them as they're running up the hill. When they fall, Clyde and Viv run up to these high ground and just start raining some arrows down.
Sorry, I meant that Viv was the one that was on top of the hill. He's on top of the hill. He was waving at them.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
But Viv was trying to like get everybody's attention to come up to the top of the hill, and while they were climbing up the hill, Tassels was going to lay a grease trap, and everybody
Yeah.
was going to slip and slide like fucking Home Alone 2.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
But here's what actually happens. These guys are approaching from different angles. They're coming on like these guys. You can see they have a little bit of training.
Mhm.
So the two swordsmen kind of flank the hill while Jensen, the half orc leader, kind of comes to the foot of the hill, looks up, and Vivian, you see him. He yells up to you. He says, "Hey, what's going on up there, guy?
Hey, Jensen.
How the hell do you know my name?"
I was sent by the boss, and he sent a message, and I got to give it to you.
Roll me a deception check with disadvantage because you
there's-
don't have the armor on.
There's no deception needed because I promptly turn around and moon him.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we've talked about the hair situation on your face and on your head.
It's unkempt below. The carpet
just
does
wanted to
not
check.
match the drapes.
Oh,
That's an awful. I'm sorry I asked, but like in the interest of giving the folks at home a good visual representation.
Yeah, could I roll to see if I could let out a toot at him?
No need. You're fully You're an adult. You can
Okay.
do it if you want to.
Thank goodness.
That's actually how you cast your poison gas spell that you've been using.
Cup of soup? Cup of soup?
Yeah. It's actually a cup of soup.
It's a cup of soup. So
Um,
as I turn, I will pull up my pants and dash down the dang hill.
Everybody's gonna roll initiative because unfortunately, Clyde failed his stealth check at the end of last session. So
Alright.
they know the jig is up. They know what's going on. But at least you got
Alright.
one good antic in before the fight.
All right.
A loose plan fits best.
yep.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's going to be a 6 for me.
That's gonna be a 7 for me.
Sorry, I am a little sidetracked because while I was talking to Zach, I realized that I should have gotten new spells when I leveled up, and I didn't. But it's 18.
That's good. Walter, where are you getting these socks from?
What did you get there, boys? Vivian and Clyde. What'd you get?
Viv's got a fat 6, a natural 6.
Clyde has a 7.
Clyde, what's your dex?
+4.
Okay.
You can chew on this.
I was telling you my initiative while I was spelling out a classic margarita recipe in the chat.
Look, multitasking is the future. Clyde.
Clyde. Tequila.
All right, we've got an initiative order here. This is always I always think this is not going to take me very much time, and then
There's a lot of math in this
it
game.
kicks me is what happens. So the first person to go here is Jensen. He's actually going to run 5, 10, 15. He's going to run right up the hill, and he's going to attack you, Vivian, with his greatsword.
That was pretty quick.
He leaps. He's actually able to move through tougher terrain like a hill.
This
perhaps.
was a loose plan.
Does a 23
Okay.
23 hits?
Okay.
He's actually going to attack twice. This guy. So
Yeah.
he swings in with his greatsword. He deals 7 damage as he
7?
hits you with his greatsword.
Oh.
His second hit misses you completely, though. You're
Cool.
able to dodge that one.
Yeah.
But he says, "No one moons me in my house."
We're outside, dude.
Tassles, you're up.
Okay. I'm just very quickly making a decision here about this, which is this. Everything's fine.
Everything's
And I'm
cool.
kind of everything's totally fine. I'm over here.
That's no moon.
I'm gonna move. I'm
Sorry,
gonna
snuck up on
move.
me.
Thank you,
I'm gonna-
Rip Zealot.
Gonna move up here, and where I would like to cast Grease now to complete my part of the plan is this 10-foot square right here.
Oh.
So you're
Does that
casting
work?
grease, and he makes a save, yeah?
Yeah,
Like immediately as soon as it's under him.
yeah,
And it's a deck save.
that's right.
He fails. He's actually he falls flat on his face under on the grease. He's actually gonna fall prone all the way down the hill. He slides all the way down like a slip and slide in the mud.
Yes,
And he
See?
just eats
This plan
eats
worked.
dirt. He's now prone at the bottom of the hill. That leads us to this swordsman on the right. He's gonna go 10, 20, 30. So he's able to make it up
As
the hill.
soon as he enters the Grease.
Oh yeah, right here. He makes a deck
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even see the grease, so he's gonna make a deck save. He also fails. It is actually
It's Home
working
Alone
out.
too. It's Home
It
Alone
is Home
too.
Alone 2. That's upsetting to me. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you see this guy who's not wielding a weapon steps forward, and you see he produces some flame. He's actually going to shoot a firebolt at you, Vivian.
Oh, sorry. I
Oh,
just drew a little
my.
bit.
A
didn't
wizard,
mean
a
to.
wizard fight.
Wizard fight. So he's going to roll to hit you.
Mm.
9 plus.
Mm.
So does a 14 hit you?
My AC is in fact exactly 14, so yes.
Okie dokie. You're going to take 7 fire damage as he hits you with
So-
a firebolt.
Okay.
He looks like he means business. He's a bald man with red tattoos all over his head.
I'm so angry.
And just a reminder of what these guys look like. They are all wearing black armor with these like red half moons. Not a full moon, mind you. Half moons on the back of their armor.
Hey, what do you bark?
So Clyde, it's your turn now.
Excellent. I'm gonna pop up over the hill. You're barking at nothing, Walter. Chill, buddy. I'm gonna come up on this hill and Who can I see? Have these guys like slid down the other side?
You
Like,
you
could I
can
not see them?
you can see these two guys standing at the base of the hill. The other two are flat at the base of the hill. You can't make them out.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm going to just maybe run up to like here and just take a shot at this feller. It's going to be a simple, straight ahead, just taking a shot at him.
Go for it.
Okay. Dang, it's not working out. It's going to be a 14 still though.
That actually does hit this guy. A
Oh,
14
sick.
hits this guy.
Yeah, now that I chose my archery as my proficiency ranger class, that's a pretty big attack bonus. That's
So
sick.
after the focus and energy you've put into the last few days of travel, you feel like perhaps a few days ago when this journey started, you might not have been able to pinpoint exactly where you needed to hit this guy to like break through his armor, but you see this like little vulnerability. You pull back your arrow, you pull it back, and you let loose, and you just hit this guy. You hit him like right where you need to deal some damage. So go ahead and roll.
nice. That's going to be 11 damage.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
you hit this guy. It goes right through him. The arrow doesn't even stay stuck in him. It goes through.
Oh, big time, big time.
There's a lot of power in those little arms.
Yeah, they're stout. They're sinewy.
So he is going to try and take the hill now that you've hit him.
Don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes.
He's going to move
Right.
up. He's going to take his time and safely navigate the hill. He's going to go ahead and attack you with his sword. And that is a 15 to hit. Does a 15 hit you?
My AC is 16.
So it does not hit you. So you're able to move and duck out of the way. Your dexterity proves a little bit too much for this guy's blade. Vivian.
All right. I'm hurting. So I will cast Entangle, and it's a 20-foot square.
Mhm.
So how do you... Is it just like each... Mike's is a 10-foot square, so, I mean, it's a huge space, right?
I believe it's a pretty large space. You can probably get all three of these guys
That's
here.
Yeah, would you mind kind of drawing? I don't know. I'm trying to find the right thing here, but
I'll take care of it.
Yeah. I would like to get all three of those guys in the entangle.
Whoa, how big is your entangle?
20 by
20 foot.
Oh,
square.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks something like that, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
huge.
Okay, so it's difficult terrain now, and then each creature in the area must make a strength saving throw or be restrained for the duration of the spell, and they can save each turn to get out of it, or whatever disadvantages for being restrained.
They can take an action to do it again, yeah.
Yeah, so they have to beat my spell save, which is 14.
Give me one sec. I just
Mhm.
want to read up on something.
That's sick.
Grease them, tangle them, stick them in a stew.
When we started a metagame here, but when we start, putting Entangle and Incendiary Slime together,
Yeah.
we're going to be burning witches. You know what I'm saying?
So the first person to save is going to be Jensen. He succeeds. The swordsman is going to fail, and the mage is going to succeed. So the swordsman here is prone. The swordsman here is prone.
Okay.
The guy with the helmet on.
Yeah.
He's prone and he's now entangled. The other two are not entangled,
But-
but they are moving through difficult terrain.
Correct. And then as my bonus action,
The other sword guy is prone.
I will
This guy right here is prone
that guy.
and entangled. This guy is just hurt very badly.
As a bonus action, I am summoning a bear totem spirit. Right. We'll go right here. So the deal with
A
that.
bear totem spirit.
Yep. So let me break it down here for you. Each creature of my choice in the spirit's aura gains a temporary hit point, 5 temporary hit points. Oh, plus my druid level. So everyone, just the 3 of us, I'll choose only party members, will each get 7 temporary hit points.
Where is this going? Just tag it for me real quick.
Yeah, you can put it right here.
Where? Right here.
You see it? Yeah.
There's
So
a bear.
it's not
There it
it's
is.
not a creature that can be attacked. It is just a spirit,
And it boons your
yeah,
companions.
yep, and it has a 30-foot aura. So as long as we stay in that aura, we get 7 temporary hit points.
So Vivian, after spending some time traveling through the forest, you've kind of developed a deeper connection. Your misadventures with Carlton, your time in the woods. You feel like a stronger druid. You feel the spirit of the bear kind of flow through you, and you channel it onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
The archer is now going to step forward. He's going to take a shot.
I got one more thing to say.
Oh, please do.
All of us, since we all have the 7 temporary hit points, we also get advantage on strength checks and saves. As long as the and this should last about I think a minute. Yep, 1 minute.
So the crossbowman is going to step up here behind these rocks, and he's going to take a shot at you, Clyde.
Bring it.
He crits.
Critical failure.
Critical hit.
Critical hit. Oh, pardon.
Luckily, he actually only does 6 damage to you with his critical hit.
Nice.
He rolled poorly.
Those temporary hit points coming in big time.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so he threads the needle. He's able to hit you, and you feel like perhaps without the bear's aura, you might have felt that one a little bit more. Back up to the top of the order. Jensen is going to take his turn to stand up, and he is. So
He's
that's
a
his.
chump.
That's
what
his
he is.
movement. So he's going to circle 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to circle around the other side here. That's Clyde's turn. Or sorry, that's Jensen's turn. Tassles.
Okay.
You're up. You got one guy prone and entangled, another guy down here in difficult terrain, but he's the other wizard, an archer, and then two swordsmen over here.
Oh, I didn't see that archer there. My stupid little name thing here was blocking the view. Okay. There's way more than 4 dudes here. That was the plan that we made, first of all, was 4 people.
There's 5.
Yeah, there were
Way
5.
more.
There's
Way more.
and
Infinite
the
amount more.
Well,
4 and Jensen and 4.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 to the edge of this hill here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, oh yeah, that's just fine. I'm going to cast our friend Magic Missile
Oh.
at this fellow here.
So that just hits. Go ahead and roll your damage on Magic Missile.
Which is, of course,
I believe it's 2d4 plus your level.
3 darts. So a dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3d4 plus 3 is basically what you're
Okay.
doing then.
Ooh. 11.
You hit this guy with 3. What are your magic missiles shaped like? You get to choose.
They're shaped like kind of intricately carved little knives with no handle. The handle is unwrapped.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, you throw these magic missile knives at this mage who's not really expecting it. You hit him square in the chest with all 3. He takes 11 damage. He's actually looking really bad. He starts to bleed from these force wounds. He doesn't really look like he can take much more of that. Next up is this man
This
who's
poor man.
He is entangled. He's going to take his turn to try and use what is his strength saving throw to beat this?
14.
This is like a scene out of Jumanji. You know what I'm saying?
He fails. He tries to push himself off the ground, and he's pulled closer to the forest floor here, or to the grass floor here. He's stuck. He's real stuck. That's his whole turn. This mage is quite upset that you hit him with magic missiles. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Yeah. Give him the chuff.
Yeah.
Give him the chuff.
I'm chuffed. I'm jacked. I'm jacked up. I'm chuffed. I'm casting spells I've never cast before.
Dude, you got my friend chuffing now. Now we can't get him. Now we're gonna have to calm him down. You really did it this time, brother.
You're gonna talk tassels out of a tree. You know what I'm saying? You better have a ladder.
You are watching. You've seen your magic missiles hit this guy in the chest, and then he just disappears.
Oh shit! I say that out loud.
Why were your John Huxley brings up a good point. Why were the magic missiles not hammers and sickles?
It's a valid point.
Or just a loaf of bread, because
Yeah.
I'm certainly not bringing them this way. You know?
Like fish, bread.
Sorry, that was a reach. That was a real
Okay.
reach. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. So
John,
the
you
mage
nailed it.
completely disappears. That brings us to Clyde. You're tangoing with this swordsman right in front of you.
Hey, brother. Excuse me, pardon me, brother.
You want to back it up?
This guy right here, is that Jensen?
This is Jensen. This is
Yeah.
the swordsman who you have been fighting.
You know how every cowboy sings a sad song? Did you know about that? Well, I'd also like to remind you the previous line, and how every rose has its thorn. I would like to use hail of thorns to shoot him. I'd like to step right here and shoot Jensen with my arrow, casting hail of thorns. On a successful hit, any creature within a 5-foot radius of my target, including my target, has to save on a dexterity throw, or else take an extra D10 piercing damage, as thorns just start raining on them.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit there.
Okay, I hope I hit him, because I came on
Big
sassy.
Big setup.
Oh no! However, the spell does last for a minute, so it's gonna come down the pipe. That's only a 10.
So you get a little excited and you overshoot your target by a little bit.
You guys, I haven't missed yet. There's no way I could miss it now that I'm gonna say some sassy one-liner. Oh dang!
It floats off into the night.
Man,
The arrow keeps flying. You're like, how is it gonna land at some point? It just keeps going.
You know, that arrow's on its own path. Who am I to dictate what it does with the rest of its life? It's out of my bow. It's out of my hands.
This swordsman here, who narrowly avoided being thorned, is just gonna turn towards you and just take another hit, take another smack.
Oh, dude, you wouldn't.
That's another 14. I believe he will not hit you with your.
Yeah, no.
You nimbly sidestep his attack.
He wouldn't and he couldn't.
Very
Would
focused
you-
on Jensen.
Would you cut that out?
Viv.
Here's what I'd like to do. Tell me if I'm allowed to do it. I would like to take my action to wild shape into a draft horse, and I would like to run at this guy to knock him down the hill.
Which guy? This swordsman here?
The swordsman, I'd like to push him into Jensen as a draft horse, full speed.
All right, so you turn into a draft horse. Let me just go ahead and see what that looks like.
Just a big boy. Imagine a horse. Now just make it bigger.
I mean, you're to travel through that square. Here's what I'm going to have you do. You're going to make opposed strength checks with your new draft horse strength, which is, +4.
Hell yeah.
So, all right.
And we have advantage on strength
That's right.
with the bear.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to have some strength rolls here. So you're a draft horse now.
I'm a big old horse. I got my horses up front this time.
Up front.
All right. And
You're a horse
cruise
now?
straight through.
Yeah, dude. Here we go.
Go ahead
Wasn't the whole
and
plan to kill these guys and take their horses? The whole time you could just turn into one?
I didn't know this before now.
So go ahead and roll your opposed strength, and while you do that,
Well,
Our
Bas-
rolls are
basically-
bad.
what
11.
happens is that you envision you get so angry watching this guy attacking Clyde that you envision yourself as this draft horse riding through this guy and just riding him down. And as you manifest this to be, your
Yeah.
will just kind of brings it to the surface. You always had this potential inside of you as like this wild druid, and all of a sudden you just turn into a dang horse on the top of this dang hill, and you ride with all your strength.
Can I
into
look
this
like
man.
Carlton?
You can look like a draft horse.
Okay.
Damn it. Carlton was an ox.
Oh, he was an ox. Well,
You can have Carlton's demeanor. I'll give you that.
yeah.
It's just a good sport. But as you run, this guy stiff arms you. You like move to run through him, and he puts out his arm and stops you in place. He like halts you
Yeah.
with a pretty enormous strength check there.
Interesting.
Wait, sorry.
Yes, you heard that.
Oh
right.
He
no!
stopped the
It's
horse.
called adrenaline and angel dust.
Is that my
Listen.
full action?
That is your
Viv.
full turn. You used your action to wild shape,
That's
and you
fair.
used your movement.
Viv, you did what you could. What you could.
Yep. Until I can't.
Yeah.
The archer sees that you've turned into a horse, and it just is going to attack you as a horse.
What's my horse AC?
Fuck this horse.
I believe it's 10.
Uh-oh. This was maybe a mistake.
You got to get some horse HP.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
actually he does hit you, if you can believe that, with your 10 AC,
Yeah.
and he deals 6 damage as he shoots you with his little crossbow.
I should have these stats ready to go. 5E draft horse.
Oh yeah, I can also say I have it open, so I can send it to you if you need. But
So with what's my HP then?
your HP is 19. But
Okay.
I think for the sake of your hit points will always be your own. Your
Oh,
armor
yeah.
class will change because your armor is being kind of absorbed into the shape change.
Yeah. So
your,
what I was
your
seeing
speed will change, all your stats will change, but your HP is always going to stay the same.
Okay, because I'm fine to play like that. I just want to know moving forward, because what I originally read about it was that if I go to 0 as an animal, I go to 0 as my regular self. But if I get down to 1 HP and shift back to being Vivian within a turn, then I go back to where Vivian was.
Is
in
that
HP.
true? I
Yeah.
don't know if that's how. Is that how that wording is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually believe you. I've heard
Yeah.
some pretty gross stuff about wild shape.
When you assume the beast's hit points and hit die, when you revert, you return to the number of hit points you had before you transformed. However, if you revert as a result of dropping to 0, excess damage carries over to your normal form.
Oh, so like if you had 3 hit points left as a horse, you got hit for 10 damage. 7 of the rollover damage would go to your hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Viv. Oh, that is so fucking sick. That is dope.
Yeah, I think we play it as it is in the book. So yeah, so you have 19 hit points. You've just taken 6 damage, so now you're at 13.
Okay.
Wow, that is so big time, dude. That's awesome.
Sick.
It is one of the benefits to being a druid, so I'm not going to take that away from you. That's silly.
Take it away from him.
Take it. Take it.
The archers just kind of shift position to behind the other side of the rock here. That brings us back up to Jensen, who is, I think he's gonna 5, 10. I think he's gonna try and go behind you here on the hill. He's gonna try and attack you. He has 2 attacks, so he's gonna take 2 attacks with advantage because he's flanking you.
Well, that's great.
So that's 1 hit. Only 1 hit, so he actually misses with advantage on the second one, but he is going to hit you once for 7 damage.
7 damage, right?
So you are now fielding 2 combatants while kind of dodging as best you can. There's only so much you can do when you're surrounded. Tassles, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just going to approach straight up. While I was standing over here casting, all these people seem to have swung around the hill. I'm going to head... Sorry, I'm on the wrong grip. I'm going to head this way.
Yep.
And this is going to be a shocking grasp on this fella.
Oh my.
All right, go ahead
Right
and
here.
roll to hit. I believe that's a touch attack, so yeah, go ahead and roll to
Yeah.
hit.
Not great.
We are
It's a-
not
it's-
rolling well today.
It's a
Oh
10.
my.
A 10 doesn't quite do it. That is a pretty high modifier, but no, it doesn't quite do it.
Okay.
So you come up behind this guy. You actually believe he's flanked, so you may attack with advantage, actually. So go ahead and roll again.
Oh.
He's flanked by
There we
who?
go.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know, the government takes, the government gives. A little bit.
So that's like an 18, right?
Yeah,
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll
Cool.
damage on this Yahoo.
which is 1d8. Take reaction. And it can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Neat. Do you add anything to that, or is it just you roll?
No, it just
D8?
says roll d8.
Oh.
There's an 8.
Oh my
big
gosh! So you actually
time.
do just enough to kill him. So you grab him from behind him. How do you kill this guy? Tell me.
I'm kind of
Describe your kill.
frustratedly, is that a word, looking over the edge of the hill, trying to figure out in my brain, doing a bunch of math as to where this fucking other mage went. But realizing that I'm not going to do the math, I just turn around, march up to this dude, and just stiff arm clench his shoulder. And just give it a squeeze and a glare.
Yeah, and he just lets out a surprised, shocked gasp, and he dies.
Give him the Vulcan neck pinch.
Yeah, it was yeah. It was very much like the Vulcan neck pinch. I
You
think that's what
definitely,
I'm going to be calling shocking grasp the neck pinch. From now on.
Yeah.
You definitely hit a nerve. He's gone.
Oh,
Let him die.
yep.
Tassels, after you, this guy who's just pinned to the ground is going to try and get out again.
I didn't even care about him. I just walked away from him.
He does get out, and so that's his action, and he's going to move around the grease 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, like we'll have him kind of come up here. That brings us to the mage who let's see what his deal is. Hachi Machi. Oh boy. Okay, so he's actually gonna show up. Where is he? There he is. Okay. He shows up right here behind you, Tassels, and he's gonna let out burning hands. He's gonna shoot out a 15-foot cone that's gonna hit all three of you.
Oh.
You're all bunched up.
Is it
love
gonna
when
get
a
his
plan comes
buddies?
together. Everybody's gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
It actually doesn't hit any of his friends.
He's a real stinker.
Man, my good roll. I was saving that good roll for my next attack roll.
I got
a 14.
I got a 12.
That'd be a 24 for me.
So Tassels and Clyde are gonna pass,
Oh.
but unfortunately,
Oh, yeah.
Vivian is gonna fail. So let me
This
tell you.
Horse is on fire.
So do we take, is it half damage?
You'll take
In
half.
Burrow, eat El Fuego.
So you're gonna take Vivian. You're gonna take 12 damage,
The horse is down to 1 now. Okay.
and you guys are gonna take 6 each. Tassels and Clyde.
Yikers.
That temporary hit points are still happening, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Mine are long gone, baby.
So the mage has reappeared in a big way. Clyde, you're up.
Okay, I would like to, and remind me on this, can I disengage from Jensen
Mhm.
by just moving 5 feet right here?
That's right.
And then I'm going to take a shot at him. My spell is still in effect. It unfortunately won't affect anyone but Jensen if I hit him, but I am going to take a shot at him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll. Oh, baby.
Natty 20.
My.
Woo!
That's a big hit, brother. Go ahead and roll double damage, and you're gonna roll double damage on the Hail of Thorns as well.
So he will have to make a dexterity saving throw or take half damage.
He succeeds.
Okay. So double damage first for the bow. Is that just double dice, but
Yeah,
the
roll-
same amount of the addition.
Yeah.
Like I have +4 to damage, so it'll be a D8,
Mhm.
and another D8.
Mhm.
So 9 damage +4, 13 damage from the arrow,
That's right.
plus a D10, and then really just half of that.
But you're gonna roll 2d10
Oh,
because it was a
that's
critical
right.
hit,
Okay.
and he'll take half of that. So basically, he
Okay.
takes an extra 3. So
3
9 plus 4 is 13, right?
Yep.
Altogether.
+3 from the hail is going to be 16 damage.
16.
Jeez.
That was sick.
That's big
So
time.
you shoot your bow, and you let out this kind of stream, like this kind of stream of thorns that follows in the wake of your arrow. It strikes him in the shoulder, and you see the thorns wrap around his arm and squeeze, and you see he winces in pain.
Yes.
Every road. Oh.
Viv, you are up once again.
Tell me if this is cool with you. I would like to charge the mage and see if I can keep going and also charge this guy. Just run,
we're
run
gonna
them
use a
down
charge.
as a horse. Yeah.
You can use a charge attack there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll an opposing strength check, and the mage will roll against you.
All right. And I still have advantage on the bear.
You sure do.
So that is going to be a 19.
You take this guy completely down. We're gonna roll damage on your hooves, which I believe is 2d4 plus your strength of 4.
All right. That's going to be 9.
You trample this mage to death,
Yeah.
and you may continue on, and I'll give you you can roll strength against this guy here, this archer.
Which I am
But you
now
no longer have advantage, right? No, you still do. It's within
30 feet.
It's within 30. You're good.
All right.
Go ahead and roll with advantage. Another strength check.
Oh, 8.
Yeah, you're not able to cruise through this guy. He kind of just moves out of the way.
Can I talk to the other horses?
Well, I think you've taken enough actions this turn. Let's move on. Let's move on. The archer's actually going to take a 5-foot step this way, and he's just going to take a shot at you there, Vivian.
Yeah.
Your AC is 10 right now,
Yeah.
so he is actually going to hit you,
All right.
and you're going to take 8 damage,
All right. So I'm no longer a horse.
and you're also just unconscious, right?
No, the damage carries over.
Right.
So it turns, and I had 20 HP before, so I'll go down to 13.
Very nice. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Man, what happens to the arrow? Damn, it boggles the mind.
It's in my gams. It's in my glutes.
Jensen is gonna just step up against you, Clyde. Here, he's got his greatsword. He's gonna try and get the high ground here. He's going up on the slope of the hill, and he's gonna take 2 attacks against you with his greatsword.
He had a greatsword this whole time. That's
Yeah,
scary.
One of them hits. That's 12 damage. He's gonna deal 12 damage with his greatsword.
I am unconscious.
All right, so
I'm at
Jensen
-2.
steps up, strikes down Clyde off the slope of the hill, despite his new like tattoo looking bracelet of thorns around his bicep. So you guys see Clyde goes down. Tassles, it's your turn.
Ooh.
Jeez. All right. Well, I'm going to march up here and stiff arm, shock, and grasp this dude.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yeah, 8 plus 5, right? Am I not
So that's
adding my
13?
My spell attack bonus?
You add it's a melee attack with shock and grasp, right? Lightning springs make a melee spell attack against the target. So it's your strength plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah,
he's-
that is 5 anyways.
He's
Yeah.
actually so here's another thing about this is that you have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal.
made
Turns
of
out
metal. Yeah.
He definitely is. So go ahead
Yeah.
and roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is plus 5. That is what my thing is. I just remembered. Okay, well it's 8 as well.
Okay.
So it's
So
13.
the good news is you do hit him.
Okay.
I was kind of looking to see if you could crit him there. Go ahead and roll some damage on that. It's just a D8, right? And
Yeah.
he can't take reactions.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Big money.
You shock this guy.
And I am using
both-
cantrips correctly, right? Like you can just use them as many times as you want.
That's right. Yeah. You shock this guy literally and figuratively. He was not prepared for that kind of an attack.
I shocked him. That's right.
He is hurting pretty badly. You see where you touched him, you can see his skin has turned black. He's singed quite a bit from your shocking grasp. The second swordsman here is gonna step up here and he's gonna take an attack against you there, Tassels.
Save me, Tassels, please.
And he has a 13 to hit.
He has a 13 to hit me.
Mhm. That's right.
Absolutely, that'll hit.
You take 6 damage as he hits you with
I'm
his sword.
wearing rags. What's 15 minus 6? I'm sorry. It's a metagame. I
9.
just can't do the fucking math. Okay, thank you.
Clyde, roll me a death saving throw, my friend.
Ooh,
You got it, buddy.
give it to me. Nope, it's not
Okay.
there.
Okay.
It's not there.
All right. Okay.
All right, Clyde, you have 1 failure.
Oh no!
You got to blow on those dice, bud.
You guys need to save me. Are you guys gonna save me or what?
Vivian, you're up.
I am completely surrounded,
I
and the
got it.
horse dude just ran away.
Of course.
Of course.
A horse, of course. I will. Let me tell you what. This is what I'm doing. Produce flame. I'm hurling a fireball at this archer.
Okay.
All right.
The archer has never been kissed. And by that I mean you've never hit him.
And he's also never been.
You don't need to,
kissed.
you don't need to shame him.
Oh, I
for
would
his lack
never.
of being kissed. You know? It's like,
Hey,
we don't need to bring that up in the midst of battle.
context is king, baby.
He's never been killed.
I was just thinking about Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. 19.
Go ahead and roll some
Julia Gulia.
damage. I love that movie.
6 fire damage.
That's very good. So you hit this guy with a fireball, do some real damage to him, but he's still standing. He kind of brushes off the flame from his armor.
Did the horse shoot a fireball?
He's no longer a horse. Actually, he's back to
He knocked
Vivian.
me out of horse form.
This guy's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's moving all the way back. He's scared of you. He's gonna go ahead and take a shot from that far back, though.
You may try.
And he absolutely misses. He hits the rocks in front of you. Jensen is going to go here. He's just going to turn towards you, Tassels. He's going to take 2 attacks with his longsword. Misses with the first one. Misses with the second one.
Oh yeah.
Why can't I hit you? I'm going to kill you. Tassels, you're up. You are surrounded.
Yeah, I
Things are
really
looking
am.
tough.
Things are not looking good here. Oh God. I think it's a simple. What happened to what happened to Clyde? Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's down.
Dying.
Oh no.
I'm dying.
It only takes 2 to tango. I think I'm gonna shocking grasp Jensen by clapping his head with my hands.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit him. You get to roll with advantage because he's wearing metal armor.
I sure do.
Oh,
That's 17 plus 5 is gonna do it.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh,
Big
You
time.
did it. You literally just killed him by exactly how many hit points. You clap his head. What do? You just send some.
I am the physical wizard.
Just like old fisticuffs. You
Oh my
just
god.
clap this guy's ears. You clap his ears.
I'm Hitmonchan is what I am. All right.
You send a shock through his skull, and
Wow.
his eyes roll back, and
Wow.
his tongue lolls out of his head, and he dies. You've killed him.
Wow.
You've done it.
And I would like to glare from side to side to the other two men.
Well, Clyde's here, and there's just one guy left, which is this guy. This
I
is
thought
the-
that other archer. I thought Clyde.
This
I
is
know
the
that
bear.
that's a bear. I know that that's a bear.
That's a bear.
Me and the bear go way back. All right.
Yeah, you give this guy the side eye. Roll an intimidation check for me with advantage.
That's a 14 right there, and my intimidation is. I have a proficiency bonus for it because I'm a half orc, so it's 3. So 14 plus 3, my friend, is 17.
Okay, it's this guy's turn. You see he makes like this awful little whimper sound, like a, and he turns around and just full moves away. He just runs.
Yeah.
He just runs.
Yeah. He's out of here.
He's
Beat
gone.
it, kid. Put
That
Meg in
brings
your
us-
shoe.
That brings us to Clyde. Roll me a death saving throw, my friend.
Big
Okay,
money,
big
big money,
time.
baby.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a
Gonna just do it.
success.
Great.
It's gonna just do it.
There's a success. All right, Viv, you're back up.
All right.
There's one left. It's just the archer left.
Yep. I'm getting up here, just on the edge of my thorns, and actually, wait. If he enters, does that count? Does he have to make a strength saving throw? It's only if it was cast when they were there.
That's right. He sidestepped it.
Okay, but if I like forced him to enter it, basically.
No, yeah, it wouldn't do anything. It
Okay,
would just be difficult terrain.
got it. All right. Well, I'm gonna launch another fireball at him because
Yeah, you are.
that's what we're doing.
Produce a flame.
11.
Oh, he just ducks it.
Oh,
You see, it burns a couple of the hairs.
We
on
got to
his
get
head.
on those horses.
It's the archer's turn. He's gonna take a shot at you, and then he's gonna move away. He completely misses. He's terrified of you at this point. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's moving back. He's trying to get the hell out of here. Tassels, back to the top of the order. It's you again, brother.
I'm going to move 5 feet up to my friend Clyde here, but I'm going to yell at Viv and say, "Leave him." And then I come over here and I'm going to stabilize our gnomish friend.
we have lesser healing potions. We got 2 of them. You could,
Who's holding them?
I guess most likely me, because Tassels has no belongings.
That's right. He's not a very he's a physical wizard, not a material wizard.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless it's about like staves or
Yeah.
like any magical
Yeah,
item.
yeah. I was a little jacked up about having the stick. All right, it's a stick thing.
And who could blame you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tassels, roll me a medicine check on a 10 or higher. You can stabilize our boy Clyde here.
Cool.
You can do it, man.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, I can add medicine to that, can't I?
Wait, what's the medicine skill? Is that intelligence?
yeah.
It's wisdom, and it's wisdom, and it's an 11.
That'll do it. You stabilize Clyde, so he no longer has to make death saving throws, which is good because he was up next. Viv,
All right. I'm abandoning this dude, and I'm running over. Time is of the essence here, so I am going to cast. Oh no, I'm gonna feed a potion to Clyde.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we'll do.
Can I take a potion even though I'm like unconscious right now? He's gonna pour it down my gullet.
yes.
Nice. Let's go.
All right, go ahead and heal.
My
him.
craw is wide open. I'm ready.
I'm
for this
gonna
potion.
drink it and spit it in your mouth.
Yeah, if you could baby bird me this
Yeah.
potion.
Yeah.
I don't like they're too thick, those lesser healing potions.
Yeah.
I'll chew it for you.
Yeah.
My God. All right,
People
go ahead and
don't
roll.
know this about lesser healing potions. They're like chunky. It's like Campbell's. You open it up, it's like cold Campbell's.
Hey, we've
They're
been
very
there, all right.
viscous,
Don't
yeah,
knock
they're
don't knock the cold Chef Boyardee on the side of the road. All right.
Hey, it's a lesser healing potion, man. I said it here. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's right. That's at least 5 HP.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so Vivian, why don't you make the roll to see how much he gains back? He's gonna, I believe, lesser potion of healing 5e. I believe it's 2d4 plus 2.
All right. Big money, baby. Here we go. All right. 8.
Nice. 8.
Very cool.
Yeah.
This archer's actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to come around and he's going to take a shot at you, Vivian. He's not done with you.
I am going to.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay,
That fucks me up. That fucks me up for sure because I thought he was going to leave.
Yeah.
So you take 4 damage as he hits you with another crossbow bolt.
I am going to kill this dude for straight up.
This guy sucks.
It is Tassels' turn. He's
Okay.
killed so many people.
Tassels. Will you kill this man for me?
The electric
5,
hands.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I mean, I can't really get there. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. So 5, 10, 15.
There's
20,
also
25,
difficult terrain
30.
in that.
Shit.
Yeah, you can get here or you can get like.
I can actually, it's a concentration spell, so if I know he's going there, I could release it, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so
Oh,
if I see him going
sick.
that way, I'll release concentration.
Because
All right.
I would love to just get here, and I will use my last spell slot to cast Grease again. Is that
Okay,
possible?
so-
Is that
yeah,
how that
you
works?
God.
Yeah, you can you cast
Okay.
grease underneath this guy here.
Yeah, that's
This
where
greasy,
that's what we're going.
greasy
That's what we're
wizard.
doing.
There it is.
My
So-
back's against a greasy wall right
Yeah.
now.
He's-
Don't
he's-
test me.
What does he need to get to pass the save?
That's gonna be a hard 13.
He passes.
Ah,
Passes.
Viv, it is your turn. Oh no, sorry, it's Clyde's turn. Clyde, you're
Oh,
awake.
yeah. Murder this
Okay.
man.
I am awake and I am confused, but I can sense that this man is one arrow short of what he deserves. And I'm
You
gonna
do-
take a shot. Is this something that's in the way?
You do need to stand up, but no, you can stand up and just take a shot at this guy.
Then that's exactly precisely even what I'll do. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna take a shot.
Get him.
Actually, can I tell real quick as a free action, is he looking pretty good or is he looking pretty banged up?
He looks all right.
Okay, I'm going to use my second spell for the day to try and put this guy down before we die. I'm using another Hail of Thorns. And
All
I'm
right,
going to
go
try to
ahead.
hit him.
And roll to hit.
It's going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll do it.
He's got to roll a dex save, baby. And if he fails,
Oh.
it's the D10. Full
He fails.
damage.
oh,
Nice.
We greased him and then we poked him.
So that sucks. But that is
Okay.
going to be 5 damage plus a D10.
Oh my
10.
god! Oh my god!
So you
That's-
hit him with the arrow, and he looks up and he says, "Ha, is that the best you can do?" And he chokes as the thorns wrap around his throat and choke him to death.
Dude, I literally
does.
learned that this morning. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Enjoy your first kiss, dum dum.
You guys are
It was
out
a
of
kiss
combat.
from a rose, my man.
Let's get
They're
on
not
these
just
horses.
thorns. They actually are like little flowers pop out. I think Clyde's not so brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roses.
they flower. What color are the flowers?
I think it's just a classic. I think it's a classic red.
Just a red rose.
It's
Beautiful.
just a red rose.
I gotta dismiss the bear totem spirit. Do we lose temporary hit points there too? Then
No, they would disappear first. So no, you don't lose those hit points.
What?
okay.
Temporary hit points are basically like a boon that, like, as soon as you get hit, you take that damage first.
Yeah.
So what Zach was wondering is if he takes the bear down, do you guys just lose 7 hit points now that you've been hit or whatever? No, you don't lose any hit points
Okay.
when it goes away.
Cool.
Does that,
Those
is
are
that-
those are the first hit points to be taken away when you're attacked.
that's right.
So like if you were above your max, you go back down to your max.
But I've been hit more than 7, so I'm still going down.
You're not going down at all.
Not at all.
You've
No,
already
you're not
taken your
taking-
7 HP. So you're good. The bear disappears and your HP doesn't change, Mike.
What the fuck?
Nothing to stress about.
It's some basic.
I
math.
could sit
I know
here.
you're upset that the bear is going away, but it's gonna be all right.
Mike,
I
I'm
sure-
happy to do a Twitch stream where we talk about like basic arithmetic, like theorems,
Jesus.
hypotheses, even. But I don't think here's the time or place.
I'm just saying, I took more than 7 damage.
Right,
That's great.
and now those temporary hit points are gone. You can't lose them once they're gone. Does that make sense?
What?
All right. It's not like you would lose more hit points. I'm done trying to explain.
Can we
Okay.
raid
Let's
this
move on.
camp real quick and see if
No,
there's any,
we
like,
can't.
You guys, I think
We're
we
hurt.
need to get on these horses immediately to warn our people.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
outcome be damned. We're already like way behind.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go talk to the 5 horses because
I think now's the time.
I
to
think we're gonna
jump
get
these
on the
horses.
horses.
well,
Yeah.
listen, let's make sure they're cool first. Come on.
I'm just getting on the sick black one right here. Is that black?
Yeah.
I'm getting on it. Actually, can I get a hand?
Yeah, I'll be
Tassels.
right there. Yeah, and I'll take the kind of the raw meat colored one.
Perfect.
The sort of
Could I talk
hamburger
to the
one.
remaining 3 real quick? Just be like, listen, which one of you is the fastest?
They all kind of just look at you.
What?
dumb horses.
I do have speech of the woods, so I have permanent speak with animals.
Oh
That's
no,
what-
I understand.
Oh,
they
okay.
hear you. They understand you.
No,
They are all just
I'm
like
speaking to
I'm
animals.
they're all
speaking
just like
to them.
looking at you. Like what?
Let's go.
They're dumb horses. Get on the damn horse.
Okay, fine. I'll take the white one, and then I'll cut the other 2 loose, and I'll be like, go find
Yeah.
true happiness.
This
Nice.
cinnamon colored one here says, "You freed me. I appreciate it.
Hey,
I won't forget this kindness." He rides. The 2 horses ride off to return to their wild roots, to sow their wild oats, if you would. All right. You guys race towards where you believe the caravan to be. You're
Yeah.
able to reach the forest quickly. In that time, I'm going to allow you guys to take. It's going to take you like an hour to get there, maybe a couple hours to get there.
yeah.
I'm going to let you guys take a short rest on horseback.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So you guys
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
heal. You guys each have 2 hit die that you can spend to heal.
Definitely.
I don't know what that
And
means, but
I need them both.
I need them both.
As a wizard, you have okay. So in D&D 5, something called hit die. So I'll explain this to you because I think this is actually helpful for chat too. That you replenish every long rest, but you can take what's called a short rest and spend the hit die available to you to heal
right.
as many as you'd like. You get 1 per level. So you are a level 2 character now. You get 2 dice that you can roll, and the wizard has a hit die of
6, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So
I'm
you
with you.
can roll up to 2d6 and add your wizard level.
I'm sorry to do this, but I thought that you guys just told me that I didn't lose any hit points, and my hit points went back to
Oh,
normal.
James, I fucked it up. I'm a D10 actually. I rolled 2d8. Can I re-roll those hit points? I'll keep them even if they're like suckier.
I just add like 4 to your hit point total. Unless you would rather you want to roll the dice, don't you?
Well, I just feel like it makes more sense to just re-roll it.
Go ahead,
Even
re-roll
if
the
it's
dice,
worse,
that's
like,
fine.
I'm just gonna do it right. You know.
That's great. Mike, I'm sorry that we confused you. The temporary hit points are basically just added to your total.
Yeah.
Those disappear first. Zach was wondering if when the bear disappeared, you lost that amount of hit points from your
Right.
total
Right.
when it disappeared. You don't. But any hit points you lost in that battle, whatever your hit point total is after that battle, that's your hit point total right now.
Okay. So it's okay. So I have 9 health.
So you
Great.
have you can roll 2d6 and heal yourself what the total is, plus your wizard level. Or
Can I
wait,
just,
is it,
can I just roll 1d6?
if you want to only roll 1d6, you can, yeah. You can do it one at a time too if you.
Okay, and I have my wizard level to that.
So yeah, so that's 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So that puts you
That's
to
great.
13 hit points and you're cool with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, totally.
My chair
Sorry.
is
Thank
so-
you
Do you
for
add your level?
Thank you for walking me through that.
Do you add your
course.
level each time you roll the hit die?
I don't know. Hold on. Sure.
Is it your level or is it your Constitution modifier?
Might be your constitution.
I think it's that Constitution.
Also, I'll let you get back one of your level 1 spells during your short rest there, Mike.
Oh,
It's you add the
sick.
Constitution modifier
Oh, okay.
For each hit dice.
Oh,
Okay,
each,
so
for
great,
each hit die.
Great.
So I'm back to full health, anyways.
All right,
Okay.
great.
So I add an extra 10 on top of that 7. Great.
All right, so you guys are short rested.
6.
You race towards where you believe the caravan to be. You're able to reach the forest quickly, following signs that mercenaries moved into the Everwood a short time ago. After a few moments of dashing down the forest road, you hear the faint sounds of fighting from further ahead. You reach a small path a few miles in. The clangs and cries of battle are quite loud now. As you follow the trail, you come to a clearing. The wagon and the camp of others from Belnora are in the middle, surrounded by groups of the guards and townsfolk fighting for their lives. A group of 4 mercenaries finishes up killing a man wearing the Belnora crest of a lieutenant of the guard, and they turn to face you as you approach. Roll initiative.
Let's go.
Back to back.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's go.
Wow.
James, you're killing it.
Oh my.
I'm so ready.
I'm gonna just grab another brew if you don't mind.
You guys, yeah, of course, I think I might do the same.
Actually,
you guys
yeah,
should now
let's
be
do
able
that.
to see.
Oh yeah, there it
scene.
is. There it is.
That's amazing. Do you
Oh.
want initiatives before we take a quick break to grab
Yeah,
another beer?
initiatives before a break. I'll get it figured out, and then we'll grab a drink.
Okay.
And we're talking like a 2-second break here. You know,
a 2-second, yeah,
not
not a long one, yeah.
Mine is 16.
Mine is going to be 18.
I got an 11.
That was just a warm up, you guys. Man,
Yeah.
Clyde is ready to go right now. He doesn't have any more spells though. That Hail of Thorns was pretty sick, but it is long gone. Long gone for the day.
I'm gonna let you regenerate 1 spell slot as well.
Are you sure? I'm happy to roll without him. I think
So
Clyde's got
here's
what it takes.
my thing is my biggest problem with D&D, and this is something that a lot of other people do when they're doing the game, is they do allow some amount of regeneration of spell slots during short rest.
Mhm.
That's my biggest problem, is that if you're a spell user, especially in your early levels, and you're burning your 2 spell slots and then you take a short rest, everybody else gets a lot of their abilities back, but for some reason you don't get spell slots. I think that's silly. So right now I'm going to give you guys each 1 back. I gave 1 to Tassles. I'll give 1 to you, Clyde. But I'm going to be coming up with a system, or at least finding a reliable system for the future for regenerating spells during a short rest. But for right now, we're going to give you half your spells back.
I dig that.
I only spent 1 and I got wild shape back. Or no, I get 2 of those a day, and I got my totems back at the end of the short rest, so I probably don't need to regain any spells. Right?
I
No
will,
one
I, but
asked
I
you.
will I will give you the 1 slot back if you want.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I'll take it if you're handing
I-
them out, you know?
I have initiative order figured out. I'm going to take 2 seconds here, and I'll be right back.
Well, here we are.
I'm definitely Zyphen said, rather than having to just cantrip like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But also,
I can only throw so many fireballs and poison sprays.
as a physical wizard, I'm loving the cantrips because once I've run out of range, basically, you know.
Yeah, we just got to get you some beef.
Yeah. And Rosigo says you're super limited as a ranger and you want to be casting Hunter's Mark,
Yeah.
every fight. Anyway, so there's basically 1 slot taken up.
What's happening here?
Well, it also depends too. When you're playing a lot of these other sessions, you're probably only doing 1 big fight like that per day or something. So then
here,
it makes sense.
Rossigo, here's where I looked at Hunter's Mark. I think Hunter's Mark.
So good.
I looked at Hunter's Mark and I think it's great. I think that's such. It was such a given for a ranger that you should have it that it actually made me not want to pick it. 'Cause I've played as a ranger before and it's okay, you take Hunter's Mark and then you take something else. This time around, I was just for the sake of trying something different at level 2, I want Cure Wounds and Hail of Thorns. Just thinking man, how often do I play a ranger that actually has some amount of area of effect, AoE situation? So I rolled that, but next level when I gain more spells, I think it's glaringly obvious that I almost have to take Hunter's Mark. I just don't feeling I'm railroaded into that because it's the most obvious ranger spell. So there's my rant on that. But yeah, I agree. Hunter's Mark is sick.
Ba, 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 ba. Are you playing the new edit on Ranger? What's the new edit on Ranger? Like the Tasha's Cauldron? Is there a bunch of stuff coming in there? Or
I'm just playing what was printed in the actual 5e book.
Yeah.
So I'm doing no mods on the Ranger at the moment.
yeah, I like mine. Mine is Xanathar's, I think, druid. It's the Circle of the Shepherd. I figured that tend to fit the
Anton,
whole
should I
deal.
be looking at should I pop open Tasha's? Furthermore, is it too late if I already rolled this character through the like standard 5e book? You know, it doesn't matter. I'm not playing this game to min max a Ranger. I'm playing this game to be Clyde fucking Wonderspice, baby.
We talked about the new.
Every rose has its thorn.
That's
We
right.
talk about the new D&D supplemental book.
Yeah, apparently the Rangers get some nice buffs in that. Kind of
We
balances.
can
them
take a
out
look.
little bit.
I own it, so we can take a look through it soon, Tom. You and
I'd be curious, but at the same time, like I said, like I don't feel the need to kind of like min max, try and like just ultra beef Clyde. I'm just kind of happy to role play him. You know what I mean?
We can work some of this stuff in while you level, man. I mean, I want to use everything that the game has to offer. It's why I love this system so much, is because Wizards knows that the game isn't perfect no matter what they do to it. And so they're always kind of making room for improvements.
Mhm.
In the same way that, I mean, I just like love when companies do that. Look at No Man's Sky. Everybody hated that game when it came out, but it won in 2020. It won the Game of the Year award for most. It's like the best continuing game or something.
Oh, really? I tried to get
I think
back
that's
into
awesome.
it because my brother Chris was way into it, and I kind of just ran into the same issue of it felt too desolate for me. Like it was fun, but I hit a cap pretty quick on my enjoyment of it. Even though there was a lot at my disposal, it's like that's all I can really get out of this game right now. You know,
More doesn't always mean better.
Yeah.
And I feel, but anyway, okay. All right.
Let's get back into this.
Back in it. Here we go.
So you guys have traveled a few hours. You did have time to kind of come up with a plan, but I will tell you, as you're entering in, I mean, as you're entering into this scene,
We're like getting in a battle that's already underway.
right? You're joining a battle that's already underway. You're joining these guys. These four guys, their battle senses are heightened right now. They're in a, their adrenaline's up. They all are turning to look at you all at the same time. So unless you guys have anything that you wanted to put into action,
We're also thundering in on horses, so it's like
that's what I mean.
we don't have much.
You're not going to have the element of surprise, but if there was anything else you wanted to have prepared, such as like a buff, if you guys have spell buffs, anything like that would be totally welcome.
Yeah,
if you so chose.
I would like to cast one of my totems. We're gonna bring Totem Spirit Hawk into this battle.
Nice.
So for that,
is anyone else thinking about Hot Rod right now while
yeah,
you're doing this?
that's the. What is it? I can use my reaction per round to grant advantage. To
where do you want that?
The hawk is just flying, hovering over my head, because I can move it with me as bonus actions every 60 feet.
There he is. He's right there. I'm actually going to give you control of it.
Yeah, his name's Finley.
I'd give him the nameplate, but only we'd be able to see it. So
yeah, okay.
All right, yeah, Zach, you have control over that little guy. So
awesome, perfect,
great. Yeah. So first up, this guy in the white armor steps forward. You don't really remember him. I mean, the only two guys that you really remember from when they were all together were Jensen and the leader, whose name you didn't get, this giant Goliath with this like insane warhammer. You don't see him around, but this guy steps forward and he says, I challenge the strongest among you to a duel.
I step forward. The tiny gnome.
All right, so you're gonna enter the duel here.
Yeah, take time.
Cool. While that's happening, another swordsman is coming around. He's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna come up here. He's gonna take an attack against you there, Viv. He misses completely.
Cool.
He got thrown off by the totem.
The hawk is there. He looks up at the hawk and whiffs. Viv, it is your turn.
Yeah. I will. Okay, hysterical. I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Yeah.
And that will hit the guy who just challenged the duel as well.
All right. Does it hit this guy behind him?
It's a, how does that work? It's a 15-foot cube.
No, it won't. It won't hit the guy behind him.
So
5, 10,
no,
15.
yeah, because it's like, 5, 10, 15. But it'll hit those two. So they need to make a Constitution save of 14.
They both succeed.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll roll 2d8 and they'll take half damage.
Actually, hold on. 13.
Can I use my...
It needs to be 14, you said?
It needs to be 14.
Big bad leader guy fails it. Okay, go ahead and tell me what happens.
Okay, 2d8. Well, not great. 4 damage to Big Bad Leader, 2 damage to guy in front of me. But Big Bad Leader gets pushed back 10 feet on fail.
10 feet?
Yes.
He tries to steal himself, takes 4 damage.
Dude, that's sick. That's
You-
actually
you-
right where I want him.
Yeah. For this duel.
Dude, yes. For Clyde, that's how Clyde duels, baby.
So this guy is able to kind of bunker down, but Clyde, it's your turn. You see this guy gets pushed back here. He's challenging.
Okay, and this guy, Terry, what was his name? He's a bad guy as well?
All
He
4
is,
of them
yeah.
are bad guys? Yeah, okay.
This guy, and this guy? These
4
three?
guys in front of you are all bad guys. Yeah,
Okay,
they're all mercenaries. They're all wearing the black armor.
am I able to... I know I'm dueling the Goliath, but if I hit this guy with Hail of Thorns, each enemy within a 5-foot range of him also has to pass the save
Yeah.
or take a D10. So I'm going to shoot at actually this feller, and I'm going to step over to like, will this do it, James? or
That's
should I-
perfect. Yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
Okay, so I'm going to step there. I'm going to use Hail of Thorns. I'm going to sing a snippet of Kiss from a Rose by Seal, and I'm going to loose my arrow.
I am going to, as my reaction, grant Clyde advantage for this round.
Oh,
With the
And
hawk.
can you oh with right? Okay, great,
With the hawk,
fantastic.
yeah.
Does
Okay.
the hawk fly over to him?
Yeah, we'll let it hover over him just
Great.
for effect.
There you to be a game tower alone on the leaf. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. That's a 22.
That definitely that bangs. Give me everybody rolls a dexterity saving throw or strength saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw,
All right,
which
so
I believe is that against what's the number? for
it's your
this?
spell save DC,
So
which
what
is
would that be 8
it's-
plus my proficiency plus my skill.
Yeah.
yeah, I believe that's right.
So that would be a 14.
The guy you hit fails, the leader fails, and the guy in front of him with the axes does not fail. He
He
succeeds.
passes.
So these
this guy
two will
passes.
these two will take the Hail of Thorns damage.
He still takes half damage on the
Okay.
failed save.
Great.
So first off, that's a D8 plus 4 for the guy who just got hit by my arrow.
To hit Terry over here. All right, great.
Yeah, so that's going to be 10 damage for him.
Woo!
And then do I roll the D10 for each of them or one that encompasses all of them?
I'm sorry.
Each one of them takes a D10 thorns damage, except for the one who saved takes
You
half.
just roll the 1d10.
Just the one D10.
Yep, and everybody takes that damage.
Nice. So those two guys, Terry takes 17 damage, the guy I hit, total, with the thorns and the arrow. The Goliath takes just 7, and this guy takes, is it rounded down? Would he take 3?
He does take 3. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That feels like a good spell.
That's a
Yeah,
great
you-
spell. Yeah,
you-
that's
Great
awesome.
spell.
Shoot this arrow into this guy standing here, and out of his like wound, this vine kind of grows out,
My roses,
tentacle
please.
esque,
My rose
and just
bush.
wraps around the guy you hit, and also reaches out flicks this guy in the front and then wraps around this guy in the white armor in the back. You can tell that you've done some real damage, especially to this guy here. He looks quite bad off. He looks
Big
like he's
time.
Does it wrap
undressed.
around his forehead kind of like a bandana and make him look a little bit like Bret Michaels?
No, not certainly.
But like,
Right.
I'm no king of your imagination, Zach.
Yeah, I mean that's what it looks
You
like
can
to
imagine.
me. That's Bret Michaels.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't asked.
Yeah.
That brings us to Tassels. It's your turn, my friend.
Okay. Yep. We're engaged. I've flung off my meat horse, and I'm ready to do the dance. I'm gonna approach this fella here, who's doing nothing, being a shithead, and I'm gonna just grab his jaw with my shocking grasp. Is he wearing metal?
He is. Yeah, they're all wearing metal.
Imagine
that.
like a steal your nose kind of thing.
That's a 19 on die number 1.
Roll me a shocking grasp.
So 19 plus 5 or whatever.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll some damage.
That's a 2.
Yeah, you smack him, and there's like a pretty serious static electricity that just kind of shocks him, like you've been kind of sleeping under a blanket on the couch, and you just shock his face.
That was pretty sad for such a great roll and also having advantage.
It's all gonna help though. It's gonna help whittle away at him.
This guy in the front is going to come towards you, Clyde. He's going to run at you with his axes. He's going to take 2 attacks. One is proficient. The other one is his offhand attack and is not proficient. So his first attack will miss with a 14, but his offhand attack is going to hit you with an 18 to hit.
That'll do it.
So he'll deal you 3 damage with his hand axe.
Okay.
Ooh.
This guy's looking really bad. He actually, I don't even know if he wants to get into combat. Let's go ahead and roll percentiles to see. He doesn't. He actually is he's gonna come over here and try and find somebody to heal him. He runs off the screen this way. Brings us back to this guy's turn. This guy, he says, "I challenge you to a duel, and you use magic and trickery. This is garbage." 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's just going to take his attack on you there. And that's 20 to hit.
No, it doesn't hit James. Yeah, James, it hits.
It's called
Come
reinventing
on.
the wheel. You're going to take 8 damage from his long sword.
Yikes.
This guy is going to take another attack on you here, Vivian.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
That's my AC.
He's going to hit you for 6 damage.
All right.
With his scimitar.
All right.
All right, and then back to the 3 of you guys. Viv, you're up.
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to skirt around this guy 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25. Therefore, thus never leaving his space.
He actually can't take a reaction this turn because of Tassel's shocking grasp.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to do it anyway, so I get advantage on Big Boy here. I'm whipping out the shillelagh, and I'm going to crack this dude's skull open.
Eat his ass, sea bass.
So I would. That's flanking, right?
It sure is.
Oh,
Some good old-fashioned flanking.
God bless.
Just so you guys know out there who are watching, this is a house rule that I have where it's a tactical advantage provided by the player characters, where if they are on either side of an enemy character, they're able to roll with advantage because they're flanking. They have this guy like completely pinned between the two of them. Go ahead and roll some damage there. That definitely hits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. That's gonna be 11 damage on this guy.
Nice.
What are you doing? What are you using?
The shillelagh.
And you said you wanted to crack his skull open, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring the shillelagh down on his head, and you actually crack it open like an egg. He falls down dead. You've killed him.
Nice. That was a good duel I had with that.
Yeah.
That was a great duel.
Yeah.
Clyde, you're up.
Okay. Guy in front of me is looking fine, right? He's looking good. He only took the 3 damage from me. I
Yeah,
think.
your duel is actually with this guy. This guy looks pretty healthy.
Wait, oh, is it my duel is actually with this guy right here?
I'm just joking.
Oh.
He's not the guy who called you out, but he's the guy who's still
Oh.
alive and is like still
Yeah.
attacking you.
Yeah. I mean, I've been taking a beating. Part of me is trying to see if there's maybe some sort of like other tactical option I could take. If I run away, he's going to get an attack of opportunity, correct?
You can disengage.
Yeah, you can
I can
5 foot
disengage, but then it's only like 5 feet. Part of me wants to go.
There is a tent behind you, which you can't really walk onto.
Well, I could dive into this tent, right?
Sure could.
Who's to say I won't?
Pardon me.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disengage. Can I disengage to here? Is there a little space, or is that considered tent?
Uh,
Otherwise,
roll-
I can't
just
move and
roll
then
me a
disengage,
perception.
right?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's gonna be 21.
Yeah, you're able to find a space where you can disengage back there. That works.
Okay. All right. This seems real risky. Part of me is like I should be fleeing, but no, we're gonna buckle down. We're gonna find some like fortitude here. We're gonna stand our ground. I'm gonna draw back my arrow. I'm gonna aim at this guy's chest, and I'm gonna let loose and pray to the gods that it hits. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits real good. Go ahead and roll some
nice.
damage.
Dang, it's gonna be 6 damage.
It definitely hurts. He takes it in stride. He's just got a pin sticking out of him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my turn.
Tassels.
Can I roll a perception and just sort of over my shoulder see what's going on behind me back there and see how he's doing?
If that is the case, with the Totem Spirit Hawk, you have advantage on perception checks when identifying enemies in your area.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage there.
Wow, that was amazing. That's sick. So an 8 plus perception, which is wisdom. So that's a 10.
You vaguely know that there's a guy off to your right, but this guy in front of you is right
Okay.
in front of you.
I'm cool with that, and that's fine because this is what I was going to do anyways, which is just pull my quarterstaff, up around his head.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll with your quarterstaff.
That is a 16.
That hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh, lovely. This is going to be plus strength, right?
That's right.
Okay, 4 damage.
4 damage on this guy. He's just hit death by 1,000 paper cuts. He's getting hit by all these little things. So that's 4 damage.
I touched his face, and then I touched it again with a stick.
Just a light static caress.
Yeah.
Ah, cha 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 cha. 5, 6, 7.
Cha 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 cha.
All right. So the guy that you guys just hit. No, I'm sorry. The guy in front of you, Clyde, is going to step forward. He's going to take 2 attacks with his offhand. We're just going to move the bird over here. He's going to take 1. That is an 18, so that'll hit. His offhand attack is a 17, so that'll hit. So he's going to hit you with both his battle axes and axes.
Good night, fellers.
He's going to deal 12 damage when he hits you with both of his axes there.
Adieu to you and you and you. I'm at -2.
Again, once more, -2 is kind of a
Adieu.
Two's the
that's your
number.
thing. So yeah, this guy steps forward and just hits you with both of his hand axes, knocks you out.
Oh,
These multiple attacks, guys.
that's rough.
Some tough beans I'm chewing on. Them some tough beans.
Now the guy in front of you is gonna figure out. He's gonna attack one of you, and he's gonna try and figure out which one it is. Tassels, you'll be 3, 4, 5, and 6, and Vivian, you'll be 1 and 2.
All right.
That's a 2. Vivian, he's gonna attack you. He's turning. He even though he's taking more damage from Mike, he has determined that you're the bigger threat.
Physically not. I'm quite small.
That is that's a 14 to hit.
These dudes. Come on, man. Come on. Jeez.
You're gonna take 6 damage as he hits you with his sword.
All right.
But it is your turn, Viv.
Here's what we're doing. For tactical purposes, Viv's swinging around on this dude's side to throw him off and hopefully provide advantage to our dear boy. But at the same time, I will cast Healing Word on young man Clyde Wonderspice.
Oh my goodness. What's the word?
The word is senzu bean. You were chewing on bad beans, and I'm gifting you a senzu bean right now, my friend.
Nice.
The hidden word, the secret word, password is seal. Kiss from a rose. It's not good though, but it's gonna get you up 5.
That puts me at +3.
Well, you're not at -2. When you go down, you just go to 0.
That puts me at 5. You guys.
Beautiful.
5 HP.
I will say, hopefully, if James will allow it for flavor, you do hear me gently singing in a pretty weird monotone "Kiss from a Rose" as you arise.
I'll allow virtually anything, so that's fine.
There are so many I can tell you, so much to say.
These words
remain
carry on the wind.
my power, my
They give you
pain.
strength.
Like a grown addiction
that I can't deny.
Clyde, it is actually your turn. You're up. This guy's in front of you. He's turned away from you. He's turned towards Vivian and Tassels. He thinks you're done for.
Now, are there disadvantages to shooting him with my arrow at this range?
Yes, you would shoot with disadvantage.
Okay. Now, can I move here? Will I take an attack of opportunity even though his back's turned to me? Or, actually, I want to be near this hawk, yeah?
It's fine. It's 30 feet is the way it works. I don't know how meta that is there, but you'll be fine.
No, that's good. How's that, Jim?
You may crawl.
Then I shall. I get down on my hands and knees and I get rooting around through the grass.
You roll a stealth check here. See if he checks you out.
Disadvantage on stealth checks. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, it's a
It's a natural one. He's gonna take an attack of opportunity on you as you move backward.
He's like, hey, I thought I killed you.
He hits you, and he knocks you back out. I'm so sorry.
That is absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
Horse trash.
You move back to take your shot, and you
should have just took it.
and he just says, "I thought
Actually, it would have just been a
I dealt
normal
with
attack, wouldn't it? Because I would have had disadvantage, but then advantage from the hawk. Would have just been a regular attack. Big mistake.
We live, we learn.
We live, we learn.
Well, we may not live, but okay, I'm at 0 again.
But you don't have to make a death saving throw this turn. So Tassels, you're up.
I have a theory about that whole plus the hawk equals, but we don't need to talk about it right now. What I do want to talk about is cracking this dude. Cracking the case.
Get it open.
Somebody, let's get in there.
I'm looking for some juice.
Let me open those Dresden files. You know what I'm saying? Let me crack this case.
While you're figuring this out, I want to know what everybody in the chat is drinking. That's what I want to know. What are you drinking? You drinking tea? You drinking water?
18 to hit.
All right.
You roll with advantage, Michael. You might as well see if you crit that guy.
Good God, I don't.
Well, all right.
But you definitely hit him. So go ahead and roll some damage. What are we? What are we doing to him?
This is the quarterstaff.
And
Yeah.
so you're gonna come up and okay, wait, this guy's right here. Dang. All right.
I'm just there. I'm just facing him, as I was before when I already touched him twice. And well, it again, just a little peck on the shoulder there, a little peck on the cheek from Grandma on your way out.
His friend may not have gotten kissed, but this dude's getting kissed.
That's a
left and
4.
right.
What are you using? You're using
The quarterstaff.
the quarterstaff. Yeah, you'll deal 4 damage to this guy.
Yeah.
Just it's a game of inches.
Yeah.
So out from the corner. 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy comes back. He's back in. He's coming back.
This guy's-
God.
He's not gonna take an action this turn.
Absolute trash.
What an idiot.
Who's got some of that healing word? You got any more of those sentences?
It's Michael's special stuff from the end of Space Jam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, give me that.
And this guy, now that he's dealt with Clyde, is coming up to try and attack you here, Tassels. 1, 2. He's gonna take his 2 attacks against you with advantage. 1 hits. The second one misses. So he will hit for 6 with one of his hand axes. That brings us to this guy here who's going to attack you again, Vivian.
Yeah.
It's a 14.
How do they do this?
But you only take 3 damage.
Okay. All right.
So he hits you with his sword. He's got like a little scimitar.
That pisses me off.
You're up. You can do something about it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay into this dude with the shillelagh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And advantage. We're gonna hit him for. Does a 16 hit?
Oh, it does. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Let's go on and get it now.
You know how I asked Chad about what they were drinking?
Oh, yeah, another 11.
That's 11 damage. You managed to kill this guy. You guys have nicked him enough that now this last hit cracks him. How are you killing this guy?
I would like to sweep the shillelagh at his legs. I assume he's a humanoid around 6 feet.
That's right.
I would like to bring him down to face level with me.
You hit him and you bring him on down to his knees, and he's looking basically eye to eye with you.
Yep. And then I just kiss him on the cheek and give him a nice cartoonish bonk to the head.
Yep. You just scramble his noggin. He's absolutely dead.
And I haven't taken my movement yet. So what I'd like to do, if you will allow me, thank you, is run. Oh, I'd still be in that guy's square, so perfect. I'm going to run around so I can get close to Clyde here.
Great.
Cool.
Okay, that leads us to Clyde. Roll me a death saving throw.
Let's go.
Big money. Yes, sir.
All right,
yes,
that's one
sir.
success. One
It's
success.
not necessarily big money, but it's big enough money.
That's right.
Tassels, it's your turn. You've got this guy who's right in front of you. Who just got you pretty good.
I'm going to. I think I'm gonna reach out and just open palm straight into the middle of his chest. My good old Hitmonchan special.
Yeah, and I will
shocking grasp.
If he doesn't have advantage right now, I will grant that to him through the hawk for this round.
I'll say that he has advantage between sort of flanking this guy and
Okay.
also the hawk.
We're just making shit up as we go along, obviously. Tonight.
House rules, baby.
So 11 plus 5 is 16.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll some damage on this guy.
Oh yeah, also metal armor, I guess. But yeah.
That's yeah. He does have advantage because of the metal armor already.
Cool.
So thanks for nothing.
Perfect.
That's 5 damage from the shocking grasp, and he has no reactions next turn.
Okay, he's still up. And it's his turn. He's just going to attack you right back. He's going
What's
to
this
take 2
guy's
attacks.
name?
This guy, you haven't asked him. How would you know?
I'm dead. I don't know. I can't ask him anything.
Maybe if you see him in the spirit realm, you can ask.
This weirdly alert 2 attack taking son of a bitch.
He misses with both of his attacks on you, Tassels. He's,
That's what I'm
he's
talking about.
wow.
you shocked him. He's a little bit jarred.
Do you know what my AC is?
Your AC is 13, yeah?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Just making sure you knew that. Because I was like, it's pretty low. Like,
No, he rolled a 1 and a 4.
okay. All right, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, he still can't attack anybody. This guy's watching in the wings. He's waiting in the wings. He's gonna take he's gonna get up here with a second movement and flank you, but he can't hit you. Back to the top of the order, Viv.
Okay, I'm pouring that last potion of lesser healing down
just
Clyde's throat.
Pump me full of that Campbell's Chunky, baby.
2d4 plus 2.
Who's me? Am I rolling that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Show me big money, Zach.
Big money, baby. Come on.
Big
Come
money.
on. All right.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Back up to 8 there, Clyde. You're doing all right.
Dude, my vengeance will be so swift and so salty.
Well, I got good news for you, buddy. You're awake, and it's your turn.
But I'm laying down on the ground, right?
That's right. You could stand up as a movement.
Okay, I do that. Can I hit this guy
Oh, yeah.
around Viv?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Get
Okay,
him.
I'm gonna.
Get
Damn,
him.
brother, you deserve
Oh,
really whatever. Does that Hawk not grant me advantage?
It depends if this is a new round or not, compared to when I just gave it to Tassels accidentally. Or if
Oh,
it
it
is.
doesn't-
It is actually a new round.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. I'll give it to Clyde. I'll
You
gift
are
him
just
health
helping me out big
and
time.
advantage.
You're welcome for this. This is a gift. I give you this gift.
Okay, that is going to be a 17 with my
That hits.
plus 8.
That hits. Go ahead and roll.
Wow,
Roll
that
damage.
is huge.
Big
Okay.
numbers. Big numbers.
Man, my rolls are just not ideal, but it is going to be 7 damage.
Okay, tell me how you kill this guy.
Oh my god. Okay, so I stand to my knees shakily. I aim down the sight of my arrow. I'm really not picky. In fact, I think my vision is still blurred at this point.
From
It's really
being
like by
knocked
pure
twice.
fate. It's by pure chance that I didn't just shoot Viv.
Yeah.
This is over his shoulder. It shaves a little bit of stubble that's already coming in from his thrice shaven beard per day.
That's your gift to me.
He hasn't had time to shave 3 times today.
So
The beard is looking pretty thick.
the beard that's sprouting, just part of it gets shaved off by my arrow that finds respite in the square of this man's back and protrudes through his chest. And he falls forward.
He turns. He's actually. So you hit him in the square of the back. He turns around, looks at you, and says, "I thought I killed you," and he dies.
Oh wow.
Tassels, you're up. There's this guy who's
Okay.
now behind you.
Well, guess what? I'm going to spin around, and I'm basically just going to help me out with this here. I'm going to like spin the swing of my quarterstaff all the way around because I knew he was there.
Yeah, bringing it around in an arc.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit this guy.
15.
That'll do it. Go ahead and
Oh,
roll some
yeah.
damage.
This is 3 plus 3 is 6.
You knock this guy pretty hard. He's looking pretty hurt, but he's still standing. He's actually going to take an attack against you there, Tassels.
Whoa.
He whiffs. You made some solid contact with his head. He's a little. He's been battered. He's been thrown around. He just watched all his friends die.
He's a shithead.
He's a shithead.
I'm just gonna say it.
and he's
I'm gonna
bad.
say what we were all thinking.
He's a bad. Viv, you're up.
All right. I think I can make it 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. That's right.
Oh yeah,
I
dancing around him.
I am master of flank. This dude is going to get carved up. It's
Call him a flank steak.
It's shillelagh time.
Let's see it.
Come on, baby, give me a piece of that goodness. All right,
Oh,
all
baby.
right. 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
You think that's gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll just tell you right now. You can roll damage for fun, but go ahead and tell me how you kill this guy.
7 damage. I say.
I kill him with 7 damage.
I kill him with
That's
7
how I
damage.
kill
That's
him.
how I do it.
He's gone. He's toast. He took 7 damage. He's dead.
I'll tap on his shoulder to get
Yeah.
him to get his attention.
Yeah.
And then a nice just uppercut after I say,
You are just a big fan of the like Looney Tunes style.
Don't you?
Like just
a big red 7 appears above his head, and he dies.
I say, don't
And-
you
I'm on
ever
board.
touch keep your damn hands off of her.
Okay, calm down, little guy.
So as
He's
you
dead.
guys finish combat, you realize that you were kind of wrapping your battle up as the rest of the fights around the caravan have completed, and you see off to the right, you see as the captain, Ayla, she takes care of the last of the mercenaries, and you see that your caravan has fended off the attack of this kind of wild crew. And you see that there are quite a few people from the village left standing. Not too many kind of civilians died. 3 of the guards died, but Ayla and one of the other guards survived, and they are kind of like regrouping everybody as the battle has died down.
Is the giant dead, or what was he? He was a
Yeah, you can roll a perception check for me.
which I have advantage on because of the hawk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed.
I'm still quite surprised that you didn't name the hawk Jake, but I don't know. Who am I?
Listen, this is Finley. When John's playing with us next week, every hawk will be named Jake. 23.
Spoilers. 23. You are able to see, just kind of from surveying the wreckage with the help of Finley, the Goliath is nowhere to be seen.
Oh,
You
it's
don't
a
see his
Goliath.
body.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But you do see that most of the civilians did not get killed. Like, these guys were trying to take out the guards first, and they were able to hold off just long enough for you guys to get there and take care of kind of like one of the flanking forces. You see that there are 12 dead bodies, so you think that perhaps this Goliath guy and a few others broke off at some point and maybe took off.
Okay.
Maybe they never even came to fight here. Maybe they sent some guys to do it.
Sure. Well,
Wow.
wow.
And
that means that they're still out there somewhere, right?
so yeah, that's right. As far as you can tell, anyway. Ayla approaches the 3 of you and she says,
Take your time, Ayla.
that was a tough one. Bunch of my friends are dead. It's a real shame, but I think we all would have been dead if it weren't for the 3 of you coming back. We're kind of just surprised you survived long enough to get back here. Can't thank you enough. Just unbelievable what you've done.
Well,
Well,
we didn't save everyone, for one, and for 2, we saw once we before we got on the horses and chased back after you guys, we saw that there are more of these guys out here, and I hate to be the one to tell you, I don't hate it. I don't really care. The other town isn't making it to the trading post.
Jeez, that is awful news. Well, may Helm walk them to the great halls of the afterlife.
Helm up.
But gentlemen, your arrival here, how did you get here so fast?
We hopped on their horses. Check these guys out. Look at this sick black one. Man, he was fast. I needed help getting on him, but he was good once I was up there.
Some beautiful horses.
Man,
Well, we're gonna have plenty of horses to go around. These guys all left their horses, and they're all just hanging out. So we'll have plenty of horses to get these scared villagers to the settlement. But as far as I can tell, this threat has been dealt with for the time being.
Well, can I
Ayla.
just say they seem like very well organized. From my understanding as highwaymen, I thought this would be a little bit more of a common rabble, but
This was no
they were wearing
random attack.
uniforms.
yeah, they were in uniforms and armor and very calculated about the way that they were trying to dismantle our caravans. So I don't know how much intel you guys have on this threat, but this feels different than just common highwaymen, which is
And
what
their
we were
leader
hired
is-
to deal with.
And their leader is still alive. So
We'll be
Yeah,
sending
that's
an
the biggest
envoy.
threat.
Yes, we'll be sending an envoy back to Belnora with news of what happened, and hopefully we'll get more resources from the town. But for
Oh yeah,
now,
we're gonna need roasted mutton. We're gonna need all sorts of rations. We're gonna
Well,
need
we
nice tents.
we can take care of those rations when we get. In fact, if you want some mutton, we can make something happen right now.
Well, now
for
it's
ya.
not just, as far as I'm concerned, mutton. It's just a vehicle for spices. Now, if we're gonna fight these guys, if we're gonna get out there and really mix it up, I don't want this bottom of the barrel mutton. Pardon me for being so uppity, but I'm just amped up. I died 3 times. In this battle.
Well,
I think we can make time for a hero's feast while we bury our dead.
While they're chatting, can I be Pied Pipering all of the horses and gathering them, and just kind of soothing this crew of horses so all the villagers can hop on?
Yeah, I'll let you take a 20 on that. You're
Yeah.
able to get them all. They all they want to be corralled. That's
Yeah.
They want order. That's what they want.
I picked up a trick, a herding trick from Tassles, actually, just a low.
The chuff.
The chuff.
Chuff is back.
Ayla,
Yes.
do you realize that our mission now to set up the settlement in the middle of the highway is now halved in power, and we are going to build this settlement with half the defenses and half the resources, and we're going to be out there in the cold waiting for the Goliath that we saw to strike again when he comes up with his second phase of his plan.
Well, it's not all bad. 3 of you were able to handle most of them, weren't you?
Okay.
Look, we still have work to do. And we'll contact Belnora, we'll contact Prudence. But this just goes to prove how important our mission is to set up safety on the road, on the path, for those who don't have guards at their back, for those who don't have heroes to swoop in and save them at the last moment. These people need protection. And we're going to be the ones who provide it.
I mean, we can just
God-
set up a
God's willing.
bunch of grease traps there, Tassels. I think keep the roads safe. If there's grease traps everywhere, bandits, they don't stand a chance.
I think I'm smelling what you guys are stepping in.
We're talking about creating a military state.
What you're actually smelling is roast mutton, as
Right.
some of the villagers have gotten together to prepare a feast to thank you for your hard work and in honor of your heroism. And that's where we're going to end it for the night.